How are you, Suzzette?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Always a pleasure having you in. Fort Edmonton Park, you guys are pretty busy these days.
We are. So we have added 2 new evening events to our Harvest Fair weekend. So we're very excited.
Let's talk about some of the events happening. We got, of course, the Harvest Dinner and Dance. That is on September 3rd.
Yes, that's happening this Saturday, and we're very excited. It's our first time ever hosting this event, and it's fun for the whole family. We have a barbecue, pig roast, a beer garden, live music. The Midway is going to be open, as well as all the rides. We're going to have square dancing lessons, horse-drawn wagon rides, and of course, a pie eating contest.
Yeah, speaking of pie, you brought me a pie. You're my favorite guest this year so far. What kind of pie is that?
This is a Saskatoon Berry Pie. So it's really a celebration of what it would have been to celebrate the harvest season back in the day. And something really popular were pie eating contests. So we're bringing them back, and we're actually going to host a pie eating contest at the event. We're going to have an adult and a kids heat. So everyone is welcome. You can do the pie eating contest. You don't have to, but there's lots to do for the whole family.
How much are tickets, and where can they get them?
Tickets are $52.45 for adults and $47.20 for children and seniors, and they're all inclusive. So they include your meal for the evening, the pig roast, the barbecue, as well as all the rides and entertainment. The event runs from 6 to 10 p.m. on Saturday.
Of course, you can check out their website if you need more information. Suzzette Mellado joining us from Fort Edmonton Park this afternoon. Suzzette, for those that have never experienced Fort Edmonton Park, what are they missing out on?
It's really a hidden gem. We're right now in our just 42nd season. We're about to wrap it up for the next month of September. We're open on the weekends, but it really takes you back in time to what Edmonton was. So you see things like the Edmonton Bulletin, Edmonton's first newspaper, Belrose School, Edmonton's first school. So a lot of firsts, and it shows, guests, how Edmonton grew from this little fort to what it is today. So it's a really cool experience. We're a live-in history museum, and what makes us live-in is the fact that we have custom interpreters who talk to you, and they're characters who represent Edmonton's past. So it's really a lot of fun. It's traveling back in time in a fun way.
The old Edmondson Pharmacy is one of your attractions. I think that is one of my favorite attractions. And the people that man behind the counter, they're pretty informative of some of the things behind the scenes.
Yeah, so they're all go through training to learn about and do a lot of research about their characters and themselves and about Edmonton. So really, you can go and talk to any of them, and they know lots of stories and maybe even a little gossip for everyone.
Oh, that's always good. You can check out the Harvest Dinner and Dance at Fort Edmonton Park September 3rd. Another thing that caught my eye on your website, Murder at the Midway.
Yes.
That looks so cool.
That is, first time ever, or actually, not sure first time ever, but first time in a long time, we're hosting a murder mystery at the Midway. So we usually have them inside the Hotel Selkirk, but we're actually taking it outdoors.
Nice.
So the experience is going to be definitely one of a kind.
The Midway, I mean, what is it, 1920s? 1920s. Mm-hmm. What does it take to maintain a little Midway, which is, by the way, is so cool? What does it take to maintain it?
A lot of them, we have used the old parts of the rides from the 20s, and what our engineers like to call reverse engineering to make them look, vintage, but still work well in 2016. So they do require a lot of work, and they have to go through a lot of checks. Safety, of course, is always first, but we have them all running right now. The Funhouse, Ferris wheel, carousel. We also have games of chance. So we definitely want people to come down, experience the Midway during the day, or you can also do so at one of our evening events.
Okay. Before I let you go, I got to talk about the Bacon Festival.
Yes.
I love bacon. You got to tell me all about this.
So we're doing a lot of, like I said, food-driven events, and, we recognize that there's a demand. People have been asking for these types of events for a long time. So Bacon Fest, we're bringing it to Fort Edmonton Park again. This is happening the day before the Harvest Dinner and Dance, so Friday night. And we have over 10 renowned restaurants from around the city, including our own chef is going to be preparing dishes, and they're all bacon dishes. So we have people like the Hotel Fairmont McDonald. We have Zinc that are going to be coming up with very creative bacon dishes, and they're going to be offering it to the audiences. So that's also, again, a great way to come down with the family and try something that's a little bit different and have a lot of fun.
Yum, yum, yum. I can smell that bacon right now.
Right?
Oh,
Yes.
it smells so good. I know it's only September. I got to ask about next month. Of course, Halloween. Spooktacular.
That's
Is it coming
right.
back?
Yes,
Oh,
of
yes.
course. So we actually have our pre-sale. It starts on September 6th, and that's for all of our Fort Edmonton Park members. And our public sale is the following week. So on September 12th, we're going to be releasing tickets to the general public.
good.
Our theme this year is Penny Dreadful.
Oh. Oh.
So it has a bit of a double meaning. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Penny Dreadfuls, but
No, what is that? You got
so
my attention now.
Penny Dreadfuls were a popular comic books from back in the day.
Okay.
So, and they were all based on crime and supernatural stories. So we're bringing those back, but also if you see our cover image, Penny Dreadful could also be seen as the little girl. That's our cover girl for this year's Spectacular. So it has a bit of a double meaning. So it depends on your interpretation of it. When I first heard the word, my mind went to it's a scary little girl
Right.
who is going to be haunting you at the park. But there's also the history behind it of what Penny Dreadfuls are and what makes them called Penny Dreadfuls are the fact that they were only cost a couple of pennies.
That's cool.
So they were popular comic books and stories, scary stories from back in the day. So we're bringing those back this year.
I went to my first Spooktacular last year, and I took part in the casket where everybody was kind of moaning and groaning.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord. I was so scared.
Yes, it's always an experience, especially when you come down at night and we have Spectacular. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, man. Suzzette Mellado, appreciate you stopping by. If people need more information, where can they go?
They can go to our website, and that's fortedmontonpark.ca.
And thank you for the pie.
Thank you so much for having me.